Our next guest is taking a look at the other football, NFL football, and the scrutiny coming from Capitol Hill of broadcasting and streaming access to those games. Joining us now, editor-at-large for Newsweek, CNBC founder Tom Rogers. He's also a senior advisor for Versant, MS Now's parent company. Tom, good to see you. So this is something that I feel like has sort of flown under the radar a little bit, considering all the chaos we're dealing with in Washington each and every day. So give us a quick primer. What are you looking at here?
Well, the great bipartisan issue used to be Israel, support for Israel, and maybe housing legislation, bipartisan consensus if Trump doesn't blow that one up. Yeah. But the new bipartisan issue of all the affordability issues out there where there might be bipartisan consensus is that getting your football on television has gotten too expensive. In a Judiciary Committee report claiming that the antitrust exemption that the NFL gets is being abused by football going to streaming in part, and that now the American consumer is being soaked to the tune of $1,000 to get your 6 months of football. And the fact of the matter is, it's a phony issue. You never see Jim Jordan, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, and Jamie Raskin, the ranking member, who are at odds at just about every issue, and here they happen to agree. It's a lot easier to understand than Israel or housing, but they don't seem to understand it. What has happened is actually football access has gotten cheaper. There are a number of ways that you can access football now through television. If all the local games, your home team local games, are still free over the air on ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox. So if you want to use an antenna, all those games are free. If you supplement that with the streaming services for the national games, the streaming services you need, a little over $200, nowhere near $1,000. If you want to do it another way by not using an antenna and just relying on a bundle of streaming services, which would include getting ESPN, Unlimited, Peacock, Paramount Plus, and Amazon, Netflix, it would cost you about $380. Yet another way to do it for about $420, which is to get a skinny bundle of channels that YouTube TV offers or DirecTV offers. So any number of ways to do that. That compares to well over $100 a month through cable, which would be over $600.
So certainly, I mean, look, there are football fans who are frustrated just that they don't know where the games are on anymore.
That's the issue.
I mean,
that's the issue. They can't find it.
That's perhaps a real thing, but so why then, if this is not, why is this issue of all issues drawing such bipartisan attention?
I don't have a good answer for that. It's an easy one to pick up because people, I think, have a new television order. It is a little confusing because it's finding what's on where, although the streaming services interfaces are getting much better at allowing you to choose in advance what games you want to watch, and then it's right there when you turn on your television set. Where they get to over $1,000 is Sunday Ticket,
right,
which has does cost more. It's a real niche product. About 2% of American households have ever really subscribed to it for a season. But in the past, it's always required you need a satellite dish because it only came through DirecTV. Now, at least access to that has been opened up because you can get it streamed, and anybody can get it through YouTube. So even that has become easier. So it's a waste of a bipartisan consensus on affordability for sure. Many other areas where we could use a bipartisan consensus to get something done.
A waste, but making me excited for football season, particularly since my team's baseball season long since ended. The new piece is online now for Newsweek. Tom Rogers, thank you as always. And also, before we go to break, one piece of economic news for you. Just moments ago, the Commerce Department released new data showing that core inflation hit 3.4% in May. That's the highest it's been since October 2023. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Index is the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge. Higher numbers there than I'm sure the White House wanted.